The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they've been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, us talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
To throw, it's Raiola. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Beebe. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Cornhuskers are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe of the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Looking for a man. It's Sims. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some fit.
He'll take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in. Touchdown, Iowa! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it on the right. Finds some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskers. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Makes the grab. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Beebe. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's got enough for the first. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. We talk about pocket presence. There's also pocket punishment that's part of it, and he was able to withstand it and deliver the football.
It comes with the job description, Reese. You know as a quarterback that this is going to happen and eventually. You are going to get hit. So why not then deliver touchdowns deep down the field? Doesn't get any better than that.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cornhuskers in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Beebe. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. on the ground. It's eyes. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yep.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Sims. Under fire. He's going to run it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He might want another play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window.
There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Caught over the middle. It's Mills. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Mills. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Finds the tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rushes on him. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ives. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow.
Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pocket breaking down. Extending the play. Past the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Sims. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Nebraska, 24, Iowa, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got the back over the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking for room. It's Ives. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Running the option, it's Raiola. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down mark is.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
Grabs it inside the 15. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep...
Sneaks it in. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looking for a man. It's Sims. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Parker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Steps away to find some room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Sims. Oh, they're after him, and they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of that today.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Mills. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Mills. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just keeps slinging it. Using his feet to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Using his legs at times. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
He's brought down at the 28. It's 3rd down.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. They stopped him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State. They used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to